So this problem says a recipe for a meal uses onions to carrots to potatoes in the ratio 1 to 2 to 5. Then they tell us 100 grams of onion will make 4 portions of the meal. So let's stop right there for a second. If 100 grams of onion makes 4 portions for the meal, let's write that down over here. 100 grams of onion makes 4 portions. Then since we use onions to carrots in the ratio of 1 to 2, that means that it would take twice the number of grams to make 4 portions of using carrots. So it would take 200 grams of carrots to make the same 4 portions of the meal. And similarly, since the potatoes is in a ratio of 5, it'll take 100 times 5, or 500 grams of potatoes to make 4 portions. Okay, so I guess that's portions. Okay, so this gives us an idea of what our proportion we're going to be using in our proportion. So to figure out how many portions can be made from 300 grams of onion, let's do a proportion with amount of onion on top and portions on bottom. So 100 grams of onion makes 4 portions. We can set that equal to 300 grams of onions making X number of portions. Solving this using our butterfly or cross multiplying strategy, we get 100x is equal to 4 times 300 is 1200. Finishing solving for x, we would divide by 100, which gives us x is equal to 1200 divided by 100 is 12. So what this tells us is that if we have 300 grams of onions, we could make 12 portions of the meal using all 300 grams of onions. Let's use a similar proportion to solve for the number of carrots, or the number of portions we can make from 300 grams of carrots. So using the idea that 200 grams of carrots makes 4 portions of the meal, we can set that equal to our ratio of grams of carrots on top, which they told us that we have 300 grams of carrots. We want to know how many portions of the meal we can make from those 300 grams of carrots. So next we use our butterfly method to cross multiply, and we get 200x is equal to 4 times 300 again is 1200. Then solving for x by dividing both sides by 200, we get x is equal to 1200 divided by 200 is 6. So from the 300 grams of carrots, we can only make 6 portions of the meal. So we could make 12 with the 300 grams of onions, but we can only make 6 with the 300 grams of carrots. Next, let's use the information we have with the potatoes. We know that 500 grams of potatoes makes 4 portions of the meal. We can set that equal to, we have 2 kilograms of potatoes, but in order to plug this in for our numerator of our fraction, we need this unit to be in a unit of grams. So 2 kilograms, since there's 1,000 grams in each kilogram, 2 kilograms would equal 2,000 grams. And if you need help with those kind of conversions, let me know in the comments, and I can do you a video of how to do conversions separately. So using 2,000 grams of potatoes, we want to figure out how many portions of the meal we can make. We'll represent that as x. So one more time, we use our butterfly cross multiplying strategy, and we get 500x is equal to 4 times 2,000 is 8,000. To finish solving for x, we divide both sides by 500, and we get that x is equal to, grabbing my calculator, 8,000 divided by 500 is equal to 16. So with those 2 kilograms of potatoes, we can make 16 total portions. So from here, now that we found the number of total portions we can make from each one, keep in mind that once we make 6 portions using the amount of carrots, we're going to run out of carrots. So we can't continue making meals if our meal uses onions, carrots, and potatoes. After 6 portions of making meals, we'll run out of carrots. So this 6 portions would limit us, or the amount of carrots would limit the number of total portions that we can make. That we could only make the smallest number of portions that any one ingredient will allow us to use. So we would have to stop making the recipe after making 6 portions. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please like the video and share with anybody who you think might find this information useful. Thanks for watching.